Hello and welcome to Three Nerds Deep. I am Adam, and I am joined by Andrew and Andy, as always. Thank you for joining us today.
Hello.
Hello. Just want to say thank you for joining us, and sorry that we actually missed a week of recording. Our schedules didn't line up, and we didn't get a chance to record an episode. So today we're kind of going off the cuff because what we had planned, we're not going to talk about. Instead, we're going to talk about something that we kind of talked about in the sound check time, and we're going to be talking about.
You were talking about in the sound check.
Yeah, so we're going to be talking about our what do we call it? Zombie apocalypse.
We'd do like
The zombie squad.
My thinking was we would draft a zombie squad. Like do a 3 or 4 round draft of people we'd want on our zombie squad to survive the apocalypse.
What's our positions we're trying to fill here? Is that if are we thinking like a draft like that, or are you just pulling?
I think I don't know if we need to get into specific. Like I need like a brainiac. I just like pick a squad to survive. Like
What is our limitations? Because once again, if
I would go no superpowers. Like Batman. I don't think like no superheroes. In my opinion, just because I feel like that's a little cheatsy doodle.
No, I think I like no superpowers. I think that's fair because you could say Batman because he doesn't have superpowers. But he does have gadgets, which
fair.
Is also in the same realm of other people. But it's going to be limited because of zombie apocalypse. It's not like he can use his.
But then he'd be the clear number one pick. But anyway, yeah.
No,
my thing is just
his money's worthless.
He's still got his brain. But
so does Iron
that's
Man.
just my
he's
thing.
More
is just
of an engineer.
Yeah. So no superpowers. Yeah. I don't know. We just do like a couple of rounds of a serpentine draft or something like that, and
all right, how are we
talk about it a little bit.
I'm not sure because I only can think of one person that I would want on there, but I don't have any dice with me. Where I'm at.
What's your problem?
All my dice is downstairs.
You should always have dice with you.
All right, I got my D&D Beyond app. I'll just pull up dice on there.
Shout out to D&D Beyond. Thank you. D&D
Not a
Beyond.
sponsor.
But if they would like to.
Yeah, we'll take it.
If they would like to. I don't know
we
why
have
they
this plan for a D&D campaign in the future. On the pod.
All right. Were we rolling like D20s?
Gotta roll a D20. I do own D30s. But why? I don't know. Alright, I'm rolling.
I am also rolling.
I rolled a 12.
I got a 16.
I rolled a 20. Nat, 20.
Well, clearly Andrew goes first.
So it'll go Andrew, me, Adam, and then Adam, you'll go twice for the serpentine. And then I will go.
You kind of get the better spot if we're being honest about it.
I don't know, because I'm not
while
even sure.
Andrew and I are picking our guys, you can think of ideas.
Okay.
Come on, you haven't thought of this before?
I've thought of
I feel like everybody.
real.
I feel like everybody has thought of it.
I've thought of real people I would want to have with me.
Well, you could do real people too. Like this is anybody, from fiction, non-fiction, which I know Adam's probably gonna pick Teddy Roosevelt.
He would be a good one.
Pick. Can't do it. I get first pick.
But like anybody, it could be real. You could be like, I want Sylvester Stallone. It'd be like,
no,
you mean from like Demolition movie? No, I mean Sylvester Stallone.
The real Sylvester.
Exactly.
Stallone.
I'm not saying you do that. I'm just saying it could be a real person.
Why would you do that in the realm of fictional characters, though?
I don't know. There's some pretty cool real people, you know?
I feel like fictional Teddy Roosevelt is still better than real Teddy Roosevelt. Not knocking real Teddy Roosevelt, but I think
Be careful, Adam will
there's
come through the computer screen and
I feel like there's some tall tales about Teddy Roosevelt that are more impressive than the real Teddy Roosevelt.
Maybe,
Well,
but
real quick
Wasn't
before we draft, is there a president other than Teddy Roosevelt that you would want to have on your zombie squad?
are you
I
talking
can think
to
of
me?
one. Any of you, either one. I can think of one that I would be okay
Well,
with.
there's
being
clearly
on
the Abraham Lincoln Vampire Slayer. I mean, I'm sure that
mine.
translates
I'm
well
talking
to
about
zombie.
real life president, not fictional
Oh.
versions of the president. Is there a real life president?
Was it Andrew
Dwight
Jackson?
Eisenhower was a general.
That's
Yeah.
I
true.
was thinking Andrew Jackson. So that's who
My
I was
immediate
thinking.
thought was Andrew Jackson.
He's the guy who beat the
president
guy
that
to the
beat
death.
crap out of an assassin on the steps of the Capitol building.
I mean, you could also do really Ulysses S. Grant. He was kind of a badass.
yeah.
Like,
I feel like there's a lot of
pretty much
US
anybody who was
presidents.
in the military at one point.
yeah,
that's true.
they wouldn't be half
presidents.
bad, but you know.
Washington.
Yeah,
Washington would be good.
he probably wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah.
Not as hard as I thought it would be to come up with a few.
No, I
But
mean,
we've had a lot of
it's-
presidents who were warriors in the past, so it's
Not recently,
I would not want.
but you know.
I wouldn't want any recent president. Like,
No.
there's not
William
one
Henry
around.
Harrison, I'm pretty sure, was also in the military. He probably wouldn't be bad, except for he was the shortest
would-
termed president.
We
ever.
just have William Taft. That
Yeah,
way
if
he
I
can
was on
just
an
distract the
elimination
zombies.
squad-
Yeah,
Exactly.
he's a meat shield.
Oh,
But he's a one-time use.
President Taft, you got stuck in the tub again. Oh
No,
no.
we stick him in a doorway and he gets stuck. Like,
Yeah, but that,
Sorry to.
that's
I
a
feel
one-time
bad now.
use.
Sorry to any descendants of William Taft. He was a president, and he
We're
served
terrible
our
people.
country. We're so sorry.
Terrible people.
Anyway, they could hear this
Anyway.
and be so offended by us. We could be treasonous traitors now as a result of slamming William Taft.
No, we just do what SNL does, and we just make fun of everybody.
I don't even honestly. I don't even know if Taft was Republican, Democrat. I don't even know. Don't even know
I
off the
don't
top of
know
my
either.
head.
Anyway,
I don't
okay.
even know if he was a good president. I just know he was
My-
president at one point. Anyway,
My
starting now, the
first-
draft.
My first pick. Oh no, I can't pick that one. Yeah, my first pick would probably be. You know, I'm gonna say it. I think it would be Tony Stark over Bruce Wayne. I really do. I think he's
Not
more
a bad pick.
resourceful. I think he's more resourceful. He wouldn't come out in a fight. He wouldn't be very good. Not bad. Don't get me wrong. I think in hand-to-hand combat, Bruce Wayne is in fact the superior fighter. But it's about them resources. And not that Bruce Wayne wouldn't know about them, but Tony Stark's got that engineering vibe to him. Like, I feel like he could really get some stuff going from that knowledge base. I feel comfortable with the choice of saying Tony Stark as the number one overall pick of Zombie Squad Apocalypse people.
He definitely would be good because, like, if you needed to make a society and it's like, hey, we need some power,
The
you
arc
just create
reactor.
something in a cave from
Well,
a box of scraps.
his arc reactor can power like a city. So
Exactly.
The trick is getting all of it. If you remember when he made the arc reactor, though, like, he needed palladium.
right.
That's true.
And he had to be very careful with it, and it was really hard to come by. So it's not like we're going to get arc reactor technology right away, but it's good to know he knows how to do that, which would definitely come in handy in a zombie apocalypse. The trick is he would also know where to find it, but how to get there is where it gets difficult because, you know, fossil fuels. And if we're going to say he has no superpowers, then we're going to probably kind of say this is like after he no longer needs the arc reactor.
Hmm.
And we're going to also say that he doesn't have access to it. He has to build it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
So, but he knows how, and I think that's important. So that's my first pick. I've got Tony Stark as number one draft pick.
It's not a bad pick. Because of the roll of dice, I guess I have the next pick. Um, there's a couple of obvious ones that I'm kind of like, should I pick? But I'm gonna go with my heart.
Go with your
So
heart, follow it.
I'm gonna follow my heart, and I am picking Tallahassee from Zombieland
Number one
because
zombie kill of the week.
exactly.
Bill
He's a
freaking
redneck
Murray.
who loves Bill Murray, and uh, he's just a survivor, I guess. I mean, it's just he sounds like he'd be a good time to go through the zombie apocalypse with. So, um, yeah,
I think
and
that's
then
a
we
good
can
choice.
just bond over our love of Bill Murray, and also mourn the death of Bill Murray at the hands of Columbus. So,
Really, you could choose anybody from that core group of Zombieland because they all are pretty good survivors. But Tallahassee's the best.
yeah, Columbus doesn't seem like he'd be a good time to be around, though.
No, but
Tallahassee is the choice.
yeah.
He's the obvious choice.
All right.
He might die pretty quick, but I mean, in his universe, he totally didn't. So
Yeah.
I think it's a good choice.
I'm going to go with the other obvious choice, and I'm going to go with Daryl Dixon from The Walking Dead. That guy is a ride or die. You become friends with him, and he will literally take out anyone or anything that stands in his way of protecting you. So
He also makes the smartest
choice.
choice for a weapon in a zombie apocalypse. Everybody else is blasting people with guns, and he's like, hey, how about this silent crossbow so that I
Right.
can kill a walker if I need to, but it doesn't give away where I am to the other walkers.
right.
This is true.
Yeah, like,
But-
yeah, I just think, and also he's like, just he makes the smartest decisions, and he's always trying to protect his group. Like I love.
He's a bit racist, though,
Well, at least in the beginning.
in the beginning. He's gotten over that because it's humans versus zombies.
Yeah.
Which maybe it's why it's easier to kill the zombies at first.
Maybe, but he's still the
Character
best.
development.
Yeah,
Gotta
So I
love the
used to
character
tell
development.
myself. So I used to tell myself anytime they went off the books of The Walking Dead it was because of Daryl, because he does not exist in the books.
right.
Made him solely for the show, and it was a bold move, but it was the right choice.
Right.
And it allowed us to have this weird. Oh, this is the multiverse. Why? Because Daryl Dixon doesn't exist in the comics.
Right, which is why they should have let Glenn live. But
You'll never get over
Because
it.
then you wouldn't have the line with Maggie that was so important. But then
Right.
the rest of it wasn't great.
but Glenn. But Glenn.
Who? That nobody would watch the show anymore if Glenn stayed alive.
Nobody
That
hardly
doesn't change
watches
much.
the show anymore. That's why they canceled it and started spinning it off with Daryl's
Yeah,
own
that's
show.
true.
Because everybody's like, hey, what's one character that everybody loves no matter what? Daryl. Let's make a show all about Daryl.
You know why though? That's because Norman Remus. People love him too much that they don't want to see him do nothing.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, what's that guy? What's he doing? Wasn't he doing? What was that? Are they gonna do any more Boondock Saints? I like those guys. No? Oh, he's gonna do The Walking Dead? Okay. And then he was real popular in The Walking Dead, and then he was in everything for a minute, but mostly every video game.
It's true.
And then
Arguably,
moved on.
I like him better in Boondock Saints than I do in The Walking Dead. Not that he
Oh,
isn't
yeah.
great in The Walking Dead, but Boondock Saints My favorite Norman Reedus movie. Anyway, Adam, you have the next pick.
Oh,
Did you figure out any more
You got a
ideas?
serpentine.
this might be a
You got a
cheat.
serpentine. It's your pick. Still.
This might be a cheat, but
A
what
cheat?
you didn't declare this was a not allowed to happen. So I am going to choose Rabute Gulliman, Primarch of the Ultramarine Space Marines.
Oh my goodness.
Take away everything, though. Take away everything.
Well, you can't, like, he has his he's a 10-foot tall human.
Does
thing.
that count as superpowers? Superhuman? He's kind of superhuman.
Well, it
Pretty sure
depends.
he
Do you
was
count Captain
experimented on.
America?
Yes.
I
Have
would count. I would
superpowers.
not count. I would say Captain America could not be drafted in this draft.
Cannot be drafted. Well, you could. It'd be.
But he doesn't have
though.
superpowers. He's only the peak of
Yes, he-
human ability.
He's got superhuman abilities.
Through scientific discovery. Come on.
And That's no different
Absolutely,
than Tony Stark
he's
to
got
me.
superpowers. Tony Stark didn't get it.
All right, I think
you're
we
right.
need to
Except for I took away Tony Stark's Iron Man suit. He doesn't have it. It is just Tony
All right,
Stark.
I think we need to put it to vote. Like Adam,
vote
I would
no.
give you. I would vote no for a Primarch. If you want to do just a regular standard Ultramarine,
I didn't
I
even
might
choose
give
one
it
with
to you.
psychic powers, though. So he has.
the
No.
Primarch is.
Psychic powers. Do you
Primarchs
hear
don't
yourself?
have psychic powers.
No, they
Oh.
don't.
Well, some
But
of them
I'm
do.
saying
A couple of them do,
you
but not
got
all
a
of them.
veto. I'm sorry, Adam,
Whatever.
but superhuman abilities in general, whether they're natural or scientifically engineered, we're vetoing that. I will let you do like, unless
You can
Andrew
have it,
disagrees.
but you have to go back to the base form. You have to
Like,
cut it all out.
You'd be just do. You could. I would let you do just like a regular base Ultramarine, like standard issue Ultramarine.
No
Still
armor.
huge, still big,
Well, then I'm going Captain
No.
better
Titus.
reflexes.
Huh?
I'm going Captain
Okay,
Titus
but
then.
Is this pre-upgrade? I'll give you pre-upgrade Titus, because he gets upgraded in the Space Marines too.
And
I
once
mean,
again,
either way,
no armor.
We're getting into a lot of the details, but I will let you do Captain
Dude, I will
Titus,
take Captain
no
Titus
armor.
no armor over any of these other guys.
All right,
That's fine. I will let you have
Fair.
it. I will let you have Captain
Besides,
Titus,
I'll
no
just find
armor.
him some plate armor from
He's
a
just-
museum or
he's
something.
just,
He'll be fine.
there you go.
He's just
There you
free
go.
balling it through the. Anyway, so I
All
guess
right.
it's my turn.
It's your turn. So we got Captain Titus. All right. I'm making a sheet. Of course I am.
I'm writing them down too, so I don't forget. My next pick, this one, this all got brought up for the viewers because I had a dream about surviving a zombie apocalypse. With, movie characters. I've never seen this movie, but I'm gonna pick this character just because we're gonna need
Oh.
some food
Bold.
in some
bold
weird
choice.
areas. Weird areas that you don't normally grow food.
Did
So
you
I
just
am
say
picking-
air ears?
Did you at least find out this
Yeah.
character's name?
Yes, his name is Mark Watney from The Martian. He grew
Oh,
food
okay.
on Mars in the movie. So I am counting on him to figure out how to grow food in whatever place we're hiding during the zombie apocalypse. So,
It's a
like I
safe
said,
bet.
I haven't seen the movie, but I've seen enough clips on like TikTok and YouTube shorts that I'm like, all right, he'd be a good guy to have around.
It's a good choice for that reason. But I don't know if there's not other choices out there.
Oh,
Maybe
I'm
not
sure there's other choices.
that
I've
you
got
have.
other
a good
ideas,
choice.
but plus I think it'd be funny to watch Tallahassee interact with Mark Watney. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Mark Watney's doing science stuff, and Tallahassee's just over there, doing his thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Would not be good.
It'd be fun. Anyway, all right, Andrew, it's your pick.
All right. I
Are we
don't know
doing
why you
3 or
guys.
4?
Oh, I think we just keep going. I'm ready to just keep going. I've got up to like 15, a crew of 15 if you can have them, but we can go less than that. Maybe that's a reach.
That'd be a long video or a long
Uh,
pod.
Maybe we're booking through this.
Right. I was gonna
I think we're doing
say
all right.
we're at 20 minutes.
Yeah, we're fine,
All right.
guys. I can't believe he's left wide open, and it's only because of the serpentine that I'm going to take this one. But I'm gonna take Batman. Take the Bruce Wayne. Because if you've read the comic book where he kind of has to start all the way over with nothing, he still kicks butt. I'm gonna take Bruce Wayne. So I got Bruce Wayne and Tony Stark. I only need one more person. I only need one because I got two of the smartest humans in their universes. I only need one more, and I just need somebody just to keep us all alive. And essential in that, and I'm gonna go with Rambo, the Green Beret himself.
That's
That's a
great
good-
pick.
It's a good pick. He does get
You're gonna
injured.
get traps.
He does get injured a lot.
gonna
So
get-
I mean,
Yeah, but then he doesn't. He gets injured by long-range weapons, but not by teeth. I dare somebody to bite Rambo. Actually, I don't even know if anybody could bite Rambo.
Dude, you're gonna have the most secure fort with Tony Stark and Rambo. Rambo's gonna make the traps. Tony Stark's gonna design all the other stuff.
And Bruce Wayne can do that too. Are you kidding me? I don't even have to do anything at this point. I am the patsy right now that just is there. Like, what are you doing here? I'm the guy who brought you together. But my team right now, I'm struggling to think who I'm going to take in the 5th round now. That's where I'm at. It's like, what else do I need? I think I do have an idea, though, now that I think about it. I'll get there.
all right, Andy.
But those are my choices. What do you got, Andy? You got
Okay.
Tallahassee, and what's his name? The Martian himself is what?
Mark Watney.
Mark Watney.
So you got Bruce Wayne.
Now you need a Mark Wahlberg character, and I'll just
Oh, you do need a Mark Wahlberg character.
Bruce Wayne, and then you
Yeah.
got who was your Rambo?
Rambo. John
That's a
Rambo.
good list. My next pick. I don't know why it's taken so long. John Wick is my next
Solid.
pick.
That is.
Like,
again.
wait
I
a
don't
minute.
think that's
I
that
need
great
a-
of a
I need-
pick. He gets hurt a lot, and if
Ooh.
you get hurt in a zombie apocalypse, dude,
He gets hurt because he gets shot at. He's not getting
Or
shot at.
stabbed,
Are
sliced,
you kidding
thrown
me?
off a building.
Are you
like-
kidding, Adam? He's a man of focus.
Of
Of sheer effing will.
yeah, and he'll be the guy making some last stand somewhere.
He once killed a man with a
With
pencil.
a pencil. That's all you needed.
I'm not denying his bad A-ness. In fact, like in any other
You just
scenario,
Don't say that anymore. It sounded like you were talking about his anus.
but anyway, I'm not saying he's not a bad A. I'm just saying that
There you
in
go.
a
That's
zombie
You're just
apocalypse,
jealous you didn't pick John Wick.
no,
It's
in a
good
zombie
pick.
apocalypse, I don't think it transfers over as well. Facing humans, yes, because there's the mythos behind
Yeah.
him that also
Okay, Adam,
works in his
let's
favor.
let's talk about
Zombies
this.
don't care.
If your Captain Titus gets bit by a zombie, then you have a giant Captain Titus zombie.
Mm.
Like, what are you talking about?
It depends.
it
What kind of
doesn't make-
zombies are they? Are they walker zombies where they shuffle around?
All of them.
All
Or are
zombies
they-
infect by biting.
No,
All
but
of
what I'm
them
saying, if
infect
it's
by
a
biting.
walker zombie from Walking Dead, that not as big a deal. Now, if it's a zombie from World War Z and there's a giant butt sprinting zombie, yes, it's a bigger deal. But also, Captain Titus has
Could you imagine
more
a
durable
Captain
skin
Titus-sized zombie
than
from
he-
World War Z charging you?
I'm out.
Oh my gosh,
Has he got his armor or no?
no.
he doesn't have his armor.
As
That's
you-
what we'd established. So if he gets bit, he's still turning into a zombie, just like everybody else.
I like it.
Right?
Yeah, but nonetheless, it depends on if he can find his plate armor or not.
Right.
Like, because Adam said that would be on his goals.
Well, my goals
His
in the
goal
zombie
would be to find
apocalypse
some
is
plate
everybody's getting some plate armor. Like,
Dude, the first thing I'm doing in a zombie apocalypse is going to a natural history museum and getting a knight's suit of armor
exactly.
and just walking out of there. Like,
That sounds like death in a can to me. Like you're just green beans getting ready to be peeled open because it's not like you have any mobility in that. You ain't gonna run around. You're not.
all right,
getting
Adam,
very far.
it's your pick.
All right. For my third pick, I am going to pick the Predator from Predator.
Remember, bear though.
No,
How resourceful are predators?
They're very resourceful. What are you talking about? So, are you saying
No, that was a legit question. I didn't know.
No, I mean,
was
he's
trying
not
to
going to
think.
have nothing. Like, none of
He's
these
not gonna
characters
have all
have
of his-
nothings.
Year.
I don't expect
Yeah.
Batman, Tony Stark, and Rambo not to have their signature stuff. In my brain.
Oh, I did. I
I'm
was
just
thinking they
wondering
didn't
if
have-
the
they
Predator
could make
counts.
it.
That's
Why?
They
He's
could
not.
make
He's
it.
not super powered. You didn't say no
superpowered.
aliens.
I
You
didn't
said
say
no
no aliens, that's true.
superheroes. He's just an alien
that's true.
with some cool gadgets. But in my brain, I
Some
assumed
cool
that
gadgets.
Batman and Tony
The
Stark would have at least
Predators
some of their
are,
gadgets.
Like the
I
predator
don't think
species is stronger than the normal humans.
In my brain, I wasn't pulling Tony Stark or Bruce Wayne for their gadgets.
Right.
It
More
was
for their
more
brains.
the resource for their brains and the resources
Right.
and their ability to fight.
Do you think?
That being
this
said,
is-
I don't think Predator's a bad choice.
No, it's
Even
a good
if you bear
choice.
him, you take off his armor, you take off all of his laser and his gun. And I think we've seen Predators be resourceful. But I think the trick here is
Will he start
can't
hunting your
say-
team?
that's true. But you can't and then
Will he
I
start-
think you saying the Predator is almost similar to me just saying, "Oh, the human."
No, I'm.
See what I'm saying?
I-
There's different predators.
I
Are you
specified
talking
the
about
Predator from Predator 1. That's what I
okay.
said.
For
I said the
sure.
Predator from
The
Predator.
original.
I feel like that one's going to kill your team.
He might
and he
hunt your
will.
team.
In this,
He
but
might be
in
like,
this
"You know what?
scenario,
Daryl Dixon is a worthy adversary.
Might
in this, but
and
the
then he's
thing,
gonna look at Captain Titus and he's gonna be like, "He's definitely a worthy trophy. I
so
want his head on my spaceship." Like he's like,
you might be setting yourself up for failure on accident. I don't think you.
Right,
we're just gonna
but-
assume they all get along. And they're
yeah,
not
I was
fighting.
gonna say
But
I was
let's
making
raise the
I was
question.
gonna make this list of like assuming that we're all trying to
Friends.
survive. That's our goal, is to
I-
survive. Not
If we
hey.
had,
Yeah, we are.
If not, I would have made
If
my
we-
list a lot different. Because like, I'm just going for like people and things that can
Because
survive.
there's no way Tony Stark and Bruce Wayne are getting along.
Yeah, dude,
There's
they'd
just no
hate
way.
each other.
Like, but
Tony
we're assuming they do.
Batman would be like Tony Stark is an arrogant prick.
Yeah.
And Tony would
Yeah, he
probably
would.
think the same thing about Batman. Like they're not
no,
getting
he
along.
wouldn't. He would think he was crazy.
Yeah, because he dressed up
But
like a
Then
bat.
Rambo would come onto the scene.
But the Predator versus Captain
And
Titus
Rambo would
is
hate
a
both
battle
of
I
them.
would want to see.
You know the truth of the matter? Your group is nothing but racists. Adam.
This is true. Captain Titus wouldn't get along with the Predator because he's a Xeno.
Like your whole team. That's
You've
what
got to
they are.
practically de brainwash Captain Titus just to get Captain Titus and Predator to be in the same room together. But I would love to see the battle. That would be an amazing battle to watch. I would pay
Dude, a
money
fully
to see
geared
that.
up Captain Titus versus a fully geared up Predator. That'd be pretty
Dude, that'd be awesome.
sick.
Oh,
Anyway,
so
Adam, you've got
good.
another pick.
Yeah, serpentine it, man.
All right,
But
my
I do think the Predator is a solid choice.
It's a
Like
good
just
choice.
his arm blade thing, dude. That thing's like the coolest thing. Like
right.
Predator is one of my favorite, like
I also think
it's
he could
movie
make that,
villains.
too.
Like
Do
he's
what?
just a cool movie villain. Scared me as a kid. Still kind of scares me as an adult. He's just a cool villain.
I want to know who your next racist is.
Well, I
Yeah.
don't think he's racist, but I also, from the same movie, I picked Dutch.
Oh,
Dutch.
fair.
That's a good choice.
That's it. I don't know why you didn't pick that over the Predator.
Well, I knew I had
Well, he got
back-to-back
both of 'em.
picks, so
Oh, okay. So it
Did
doesn't
you
really
forget?
No, it's. But I still picked Bruce Wayne before Rambo because I didn't want. I felt like Bruce Wayne is the better pick. But it's
yeah.
fair.
yeah, Dutch is
It's
just
still-
he's
that's-
he's strong,
He's on my list.
military
He's on my list.
tactician or whatever. Like he's just solid, and he's also good at thinking on his feet. Again, he's the only one who
Gets it,
survived
yeah.
against the Predator and beat the Predator.
I want to know what would have happened if John Rambo was there. That would have been an interesting fight.
Him and Dutch would have
That
lived, I
would've been-
think. That or Rambo would have been the guy who cuts himself on the was it the Indian dude that looks just like John Rambo in Predator? He like stays
Oh,
behind with his
maybe.
knife. You know what I'm talking about? He like cuts himself and then stays behind, and then
Wait,
you
is he
don't know what
Indian or
happens.
the Native American.
Yeah,
guy.
the Native American guy. Sorry, I don't know.
Can't just say Indian like that. Come on.
My bad. But
Um,
anyway, I think that would have been him, and I don't know if he would have put up a fight, but he probably would have tried to hit the Predator head on, and I don't know if John Rambo would have lived.
I don't know. It's a good question. I think it
Think-
depends on the order. If he figured out about the cloning like Dutch did, or not the cloning, the camouflage,
Yeah.
like Dutch did. That's really the, because honestly, that was the turning point. Otherwise, Dutch would have died just like the rest.
Right. But yeah,
So, it kind of just depends on that.
now him and Dutch teaming up at the same time, like I feel like they could beat the Predator.
Oh yeah.
But one on one,
Andy.
I don't know. It'd be close.
I don't know.
I've got a pretty sizable list. I'm trying to think.
Number 5. Number 4. Excuse me.
Number 4. I got to take this one. Marcus Phoenix from Gears of War.
That's like Captain Titus.
He's not
No,
superhuman. They're
That's
humans.
like Walmart brand. No. I didn't argue. I just said he's like Kroger brand.
Well,
I
I
feel
was
like
thinking-
Marcus Phoenix more lines up with like a Rambo or Dutch type character.
Yeah, but
yeah,
if you
like
think of the
he's just
armor,
he's just like the stereotype of like
A bad
a
A
gruff
soldier.
sergeant
Yeah,
who's dealt a bad hand with some, because he fights things similar to zombies. But
Yeah.
like he's just cool. He's got the chainsaw on his rifle, just mowing through people. I thought about, but I don't know. There's another character that I was really considering, but I wasn't sure he qualified. But we can talk about it later if it comes up, because it might be my next pick. Let's just see if you guys veto it or not.
Okay.
But
we'll see.
if it gets back to me, he might not get back to me. So
Oh, I don't even know.
yeah, it's Andrew's turn now.
I was way prepared for those 3. I think
No, you don't.
the
Do
next
you want me
one.
to give you some suggestions, Andrew? I've got
No.
some.
I've got some. I just don't know if this is. I think I'm drafting this pick in particular too early, so I don't want to say it yet. But I'm not too sure, so I'm gonna. You know what? No, I know who I'm gonna pick. I have it. Actually, these 2. I don't know why I didn't think of these before. And they're going to be 2 very similar characters. Dare I say, for each other. But I need some long range, and I need some quiet. Give me Hawkeye, and give me the Green Arrow.
Those are pretty good picks. They're like the same character, but they're pretty good.
They are. They're the same character, but I will have long range now. And marksman in their own right. And it's not superpower based at all. They're just extremely well trained. but I'll take them both.
Those are pretty good picks.
I don't really have any other reason behind it except for those guys can shoot quiet arrows, and they can shoot it as long as you want. And, dare I say, both resourceful. Because Green Arrow, like, he was on an island, right? That was a thing. And he had to learn how to survive on that island or get killed. Hawkeye also can build his own stuff. He can create arrows and make a boomerang arrow, which we've talked about, which might be beneficial, might not be, we don't know, but boomerang. And that's all I have to say about that.
Now you
That
sound
being
like
said,
Forrest Gump. That's all I gotta say about that.
I would take Forrest Gump in the zombie apocalypse.
You just run.
That-
Just run.
That's a good pick. I don't care who you are. Something bit me. Wait.
All right. So for my pick, I did a quick Google search, and the guy I was originally going to do doesn't qualify because he's technically superhuman. If you want to know, it was Doomslayer
Oh yeah.
Mm,
from the Doom franchise, but apparently he's superhuman.
I mean, he's a pretty
didn't know.
obvious one.
Never played the game, so but
Yeah.
Doom guy.
so he doesn't qualify.
uh,
So I got to pick
like
somebody
Master
else.
Chief.
Oh man, I just thought of somebody.
Yeah, Master Chief doesn't qualify either.
Right.
So my pick is kind of a wild card, a little bit of a chaos energy, kind of like Tallahassee, but I'm picking Trevor Belmont from the Castlevania series.
Oh, interesting.
You said Trevor
He's
Belmont?
Trevor Belmont.
You're gonna have to explain this one to me a little bit. I want to know the
So
reasoning.
I haven't played the Castlevania games, but I've watched the Netflix anime. Trevor Belmont is a monster hunter from a family of monster hunter who's also a drunk for reasons. And he's very much got this like sarcastic view of the world and kind of jaded, but he still kicks butt. Mostly fighting vampires, which I feel like if he can fight Dracula, I'm pretty sure he fights death at one point in the series. If he can do that, I feel like he'd be okay with some zombies. But yeah, if you haven't watched the Castlevania Netflix series, it's very good. At least the first
I've
season.
heard
is.
about it.
It's very good. I only watched it because I was bored one time, and then I was hooked and watched the entire first season in like a day. Which isn't that much because it's only like 10 episodes, but still, it's had me hooked.
Hmm.
So,
Cool. Cool. It is time for your snake.
no, it's Adam's.
Oh yeah,
turn.
Adam, it's time for your snake.
It's
Give us your snake, Adam.
All right, so mine is actually, according to Wikipedia, the great grandfather of Doom Guy, B.J.
interesting.
Blazkowicz, or
Gosh.
Blazkowicz. I don't know how it's Polish. It's confusing. From the Wolfenstein games. He's
Oh, really?
we're getting into the deep lore, apparently.
Deep lore right there.
one of my
So,
favorite characters.
what'd you say his name was? BJ?
William Joseph or B.J.
Okay.
Blazkowicz. I don't know. It's Polish. It's hard to pronounce, but he's part of the Wolfenstein franchise, and I guess Doom franchise.
I just spelled that terribly.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
I
you
didn't
did.
know those were connected.
I didn't either until because I thought you said Doom Guy, and then for some reason it triggered a Doom.
Well, Doomslayer was Doom Guy, and the reason why he's Doomslayer is apparently he gets some kind of divine ritual done to him, that makes him superhuman. So the original Doom guy I probably could have taken because
Right.
he wasn't superpowered.
Well, when you said Doom
But-
guy, it made me think of a Doom-like game, which would be Wolfenstein,
Yeah,
which led me to BJ Blazkowicz.
makes tons of sense.
Yep. So, one of my favorite games, one of my favorite protagonists, just a bad A. Like, he also, granted, it probably won't count, but in, I think, the sequel game, he gets a suit of ancient armor, alien armor or something. That's like almost impervious type of thing, but that probably doesn't count. But it's still awesome. He also gets his head chopped off and comes back, and they bring him back to life. So that's kind of spoiler alert. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I knew that one.
So
He's fine.
he also gets married and has twin girls, I think, twin daughters. Because there's a
Did you just do a deep dive?
no, there's a spin-off.
just-
There's a spin-off game that's Wolfenstein something where you play as his daughters and it's co-op.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Didn't know that either.
Yep.
I haven't ever played any of the Wolfenstein games.
I've
always
played.
wanted to.
I
just haven't gotten to it yet.
never played the original except for in the one Wolfenstein, like the first of the newer Wolfensteins. There's an arcade machine where you can play the original Doom on. So technically, I've played the original Doom through the one, but yeah, they're fun games. You should. They're very violent though, so but they're good.
So don't play with my children in the room.
Oh, definitely not. Lots of Nazi propaganda. A lot of Nazi killing. It's pretty awesome.
All right, Adam, you're on the Serpentine. That means you've got another pick.
I am going to go with a historical character for this one. And it's not Theodore Roosevelt.
I'm surprised.
Oh man.
It is
He's
also
rolling over in his grave. Adam didn't pick me.
also the highest decorated World War II veteran, World War
I think I know
II.
who you're going with.
Audrey Murphy.
I knew it.
It's a good pick.
That is a great
might have
pick.
to You might have to explain this one to people in our audience. Not to
so-
undermine them, but
Yeah, I'll give a brief rundown, but if you want to know more, do the what's his name? The Fat Electrician has a great video where he talks all about him. But was a soldier in World War II. He has a Medal of Honor, at least one or two Distinguished Service Crosses, which is the second highest medal you can get. He's got like a Bronze Star, Silver Star, all this stuff. Fought through Italy and things like that. Got sent. I think he became a lieutenant. Was sent to school to, become a lieutenant after his great service. Came from very humble origins. Had like 8 brothers and sisters or something like that.
He's 16.
Yeah. Yeah, and then he also was a movie star. Starred in a movie about him in World War II, where they actually toned down his story because the movie writers and stuff said it was too unrealistic. So, and the movie's pretty great. But, yeah.
The
Look
fact
him up.
that he was doing that at 16. You know what I was doing at 16? Not signing up to go fight in a war. That's for sure.
Right. Well, that's when he started. By the time he was overaged. But, yeah. By the end of the war, he was overaged. But, yeah, so I can't think of what the movie is called that's about his life, or about his military career, but it's really good. He stars in it. And he looks just like a super young... He was called baby-faced by his fellow soldiers a lot. So, but yeah, went real. A lot of my last ones are
it was
real
a good
people.
choice.
So,
It's a good choice. So for my next pick, I think this would be interesting. Maybe not the most helpful, but it would keep life interesting. He's very smart. I'm gonna go with Great Scott, Dr. Emmett Brown.
Interesting choice.
Because we know he could survive without without his modern technology from Back to the Future Part
Yeah.
3.
Just makes his own.
Just figures it out on his own. So maybe he can build us a time machine for us to go back and stop the zombie apocalypse. But yeah, that's my pick. Like, I was just looking, and I was like, how can you not pick Doc Brown? Like,
It's a good choice. I think the only reason if you wouldn't have picked him, the only thing to make you not pick him would be because you already got Mark Whitney.
he's just for food.
Watney.
He's just
Yeah,
a food guy.
Wait, are you going to eat him?
Honestly,
Is that why he's just for food?
Yeah, I feel like Dr. Emmett Brown could actually make you your food too.
That's true. Because, like, I've got Tallahassee and John Wick. They'll do all the killing for us. I need Doc
Marcus
Brown
Phoenix.
figuring out how to go back in time to stop the zombie apocalypse. And I need
That's the
Watney,
long game.
because we're going to get hungry. And we're like,
That's
we
what
need
the
you
long
to
game
figure out how to grow food in the desert.
That's the long game. I like that choice of
It
Dr.
is-
Emmett Brown.
Yep.
That's a good choice.
Now I just need to figure out. I might need to do a healer my next one, like a doctor
Oh,
to
yeah,
heal
that
my
guy-
wounds. Like,
That's true. That guy's gonna die. That guy's gonna die. Dr. Emmett Brown, if you don't take care of him, he's got old man problems right there.
Well, he's also kind of nuts, so.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the characters that I've
You would
picked
totally
are
go
like-
crazy in a
that's
zombie.
like-
yeah.
Dude, he's like
We're
walking up to a
definitely the
zombie and it's
most
like, how
fun.
intriguing, and then he just gets
Yeah.
eaten. Like,
Great Scott! My liver! Ah!
Fascinating. How are you moving without the top part of your head?
Oh, man. No, that's a good choice. Bad choice would be Marty McFly.
The worst choice.
No,
Like-
there's worse choices.
There is, but he's pretty.
yeah, Biff would be a worse choice.
Oh,
I
I
don't
think
know.
Biff would even do better in the zombie
No,
apocalypse
dude,
than
Biff
Marty
would
McFly.
screw everybody over. You know, he'd be like one of the worst. Like in Walking Dead, he'd be the guy who, you know, snuck out that got.
Sells out the whole group for a bag of
Yep.
beans.
Any poor decision that involves a selfish decision, that's Biff for sure.
That's true.
That's
He
true, but
He
would
literally
be able to
murdered
acquire
Marty's
manure
dad
really
just so he
easily.
could get with
Marty's mom.
Marty's mom. Like, come on.
That's true. All right.
Spoilers for
Well,
Back to the
gentlemen.
Future 2. For a, what,
Well,
I feel like the
35?
statute of limitations is over
Right.
on movies
it's
made in
on
the
that one.
80s. Like,
all right.
if it's made in the 80s, there's no spoiler warnings because it's been 40 years or 30 years.
All
Right.
right.
30? 40?
40.
I don't know. Math is hard.
Here's my two choices. I feel like I'm doing the same thing I just did with Hawkeye and Green Arrow, but in a little different reasonings. I want to back it up to explain. So first off, my first choice, my 6th round pick, is The Bride from Kill Bill. Good with a katana. And could possibly make their hearts blow up, though it wouldn't matter. But it doesn't matter because she's good with a katana. Also, you gotta have some female representation, especially if we're trying to recreate the whole human population. Can't do this with.
Wait, I'm sorry. What did you say? I missed that last pick. I was looking
Procreating.
on the list and heard something about
That's what it is.
The Bride.
repopulating. The
She's,
Bride, okay.
She's BA.
She can't have kids.
Oh, that's true, but that doesn't matter because she's still BA. I would still take
You're
her.
right, but I'm just saying, like, if you're trying to repopulate,
I was more
She's-
trying to do. That's true. She is. That doesn't work anymore. But she's still BA, and I would still take her. But the second one would be, for multiple good reasons, would also great with a katana, is Michonne from The Walking Dead.
I feel like you just drafted the same characters.
I did, but they're not. No, they're actually really completely different. because the only thing that's the same about them is the fact that they can both wield a katana. But Michonne actually has zombie fighting experience, with which on my team is seriously lacking. I don't have anybody who has ever dealt with zombies before. So despite the fact that they might be able to figure out you got to get them in the head, one of them's going to have to die. But now Michonne is there and can tell them right away, guys, you got to go for the head. You got to, like, on all of these things. So, yeah. I think having somebody in there, like, you've got Tallahassee as your first pick, and Adam, you've got Daryl Dixon. So you guys were covered. It's like those zombies. I didn't have that in my team. One was a good choice for that. And I got her in the 7th round, and she's high quality if you so myself. And she's also not one of the worst people in The Walking Dead. Like, we picked 2 of the best people on our teams. Nobody wants anybody else.
Right.
Yep.
Just saying. So, but the Bride is a good choice because she works well at fighting one against a horde of people, and they all had blades. So, when she went up against the crazy 88, which was significantly more than 88 of them. They lie about that number. But anyway, those are my choices. You, Andy, as we're rounding out in the 7th round now.
Do we want this to be our last round? Or else this is going to get super long, like, list-wise. I'm good to keep going.
I feel like we go. I think we should either do 8 or maybe 8 or 9. 7.
All right.
No, we could stop at 7, I think. I think we could stop at 7.
All right. So this is my last pick. Adam kind of inspired me going with a historical figure. I decided, you know what? I need a medic. And I'm going to go with Desmond T. Doss. For those of you who don't know, he is the movie Hacksaw Ridge is about his service in World War II, and he won a Bronze Star.
Conscientious objector, though, is an interesting choice.
He is a conscientious objector, but like I said, I got plenty of people to kill zombies. I need somebody to, as he puts it in the movie, wants to put a little bit of the world back together. And he doesn't give up, so.
Yeah, but he's very reckless.
He's, as he puts it, Lord help me get one more. So, that's my final pick. Like I said, I was like, I need a healer, but then I was like, but if we're in the crap, a doctor isn't what I need. I need a combat medic who knows how to stitch people up well enough to get them moving to the next area we need to go to. So, yeah. Plus, we'll say a prayer for all of us before we head out doing stuff. So
I feel like I got that in Rambo.
This is true. All right, Adam. Is this your last? This is the last pick or the last 2 picks? I can't remember. Where are you at, Adam?
This is his last pick. Otherwise,
last pick. No pressure.
Yeah. Mr. Irrelevant. Man, I don't know.
I do want to say you still don't have Teddy Roosevelt on your list, or Scarlett Johansson.
I will say Teddy Roosevelt would actually probably be pretty useful. outdoorsman, hunter, leader, but no, I think. Oh, I don't know. I'll go Teddy Roosevelt. I can't think of somebody
Yeah, you
else.
will. That's the right choice.
Teddy Roosevelt.
I almost took him from you.
Yeah, he's
It's a good pick. He's definitely what he knows what he's doing in the wild.
Yeah.
I think it's sad that he went that long without being picked.
Yeah, Adam.
How dare you?
That's your thing. It's Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah.
We talked
So-
about him at the beginning, and actually I'm ashamed of all of us because nobody took him. Not one of us took him.
Exactly. So I was curious of ChatGPT what they thought for zombie survival
that's a
team.
good- Yeah,
Do you guys want me to tell
I
you some of their suggestions on ChatGPT?
absolutely do.
Yeah.
Did you tell
Uh,
them, wait, did you mention in it like the restrictions we have?
I did not, but I won't read the ones that
Oh,
go
okay.
for the restrictions. So they put it into groups like tank, sharpshooter. Most of their
Oh, okay.
tanks can't be mentioned because they're all
They're
superhuman.
Right.
I actually thought of this, but I didn't think it counted. Legolas, because I know
Yeah.
he's got some
Yeah.
magical abilities, a little bit of magical
no, he's not magic.
abilities, but
No,
He's just
I mean he's
elf.
an elf.
he's just an elf.
In Lord of the Rings, all elves have some magic.
But
Anyway.
magic works different in Lord of the Rings. They're not flinging spells everywhere.
It's a racial trait. It's a racial
True.
trait.
True, but like I said,
It's
I, know,
more
I
of
didn't
their-
draft him.
they-
I wasn't 100% sure.
It
Ellie
is a good
from The
choice,
Last of
though.
Us was
I
one of their
almost picked her.
suggestions.
No, get her out of here.
Some people, if they listen, are going to be mad. Rick Grimes was a suggestion, but
Yeah.
I was like, I don't think Rick Grimes and Tallahassee would get along at all.
I think
Rick Grimes would end up
Tallahassee-
shooting Tallahassee.
I think Rick Grimes could be
Grimes-
good, but the problem is Rick Grimes. I don't know. I feel like I'd rather have
He's
Daryl at
toxic,
my
man.
side than Rick.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This one, I almost picked it. So close. MacGyver.
Mm.
Oh,
Where
that
I was
is
like,
such a good
I was like,
choice.
that would be such a good choice, and then I totally forgot about it.
Look,
Yeah.
here's
Joel
a
from
paper
Last
clip
of Us.
in a a rubber band.
Shoestring.
Next thing you know, he
Yeah.
comes out with a tank. Yeah, that's MacGyver.
For medics, they suggested Claire Redfield from Resident Evil,
Oh, that's a good choice. Yep.
Katniss Everdeen,
I thought about
because
that
I guess she's got some healing skills.
one. No,
Doctor
really.
House was suggested, which
Dude,
he would have
he's
just been a
Gimp.
liability
Yeah,
because he can't move.
he can't move.
Can't walk.
He might be able to figure out how to cure the zombies if
It's
you
true.
think about
If
it.
you could protect him long
If
enough.
anybody can,
If you
It's
had
Dr.
Dr.
House.
Emmett Brown on your team and Dr. House, the problem is he's also a drug addict.
Right.
it's true.
He's got a lot
Um,
of problems. Like, you don't want him on your team.
For Scout, ChatGPT suggested Solid Snake from Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, good choice.
Arya Stark from Game of Thrones,
Good choice.
and
is
Laura
there some-
Croft.
There's some
from
magic
Tomb
with
Raider.
Arya Stark.
Yeah, some of it, like the changing faces and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
But she wouldn't need that for zombies.
that's not magic. She literally makes a mold of people's faces. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Anyway,
You
and
know-
then they also include a wild card / chaos factor.
Okay.
They have
like
three
it.
suggestions: Jack Sparrow, Deadpool.
That's terrible.
Deadpool.
Also,
Ash Williams. Ash
Deadpool
Williams would
could
have been a
actually-
great pick.
Deadpool would be
Ash
a good
Williams
pick.
and Deadpool are not bad. They're not bad choices.
Jack
'Cause, like,
Sparrow.
Deadpool, the only
is-
problem is Deadpool is superhuman. Because the thing is, like, if he gets bit, he could just cut off his arm and regrow it, and he'd be fine. If he could even turn into a zombie because of
Yeah,
his
I don't
healing
think he
factor.
could.
But Ash Williams
Wolverine
was
is a super. That's the problem, though. We couldn't pick Deadpool because of superhero.
yeah, he's superhero. But Ash Williams, I was like, why did nobody pick Ash Williams? He's like the epitome of like zombie killing and evil
Boomstick.
things. Exactly. Boomstick, chainsaw hand, like it made perfect sense.
I think because I was picking him in a world where he didn't have all of his things. But I mean, that shouldn't matter. Like, he still did just fine as himself. Like, sure, he went crazy, but
ChatGPT also suggested Tyrion Lannister with a mech suit as a tank, which I thought was hilarious. Made no sense, but I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, that is funny. So, just to
I
get
now
ahead
know
of any comments that we might get, the reason why I didn't pick it, a lot of people would say obviously you need to pick some Resident Evil characters because they survive a zombie thing. I've never played a Resident Evil game, and I only chose characters that I had either watched or knew about. So
yeah, same here.
I just know
I've played Resident Evil.
I just know a lot of people
Who
would
am I?
be
Resident
like
Evil.
Resident
Sorry.
Evil, like why not Leon or whatever. It's like I've never played it, so I don't know. So
Shepard from Mass Effect would have been good.
No, you want to know who's the right choices that none of us picked? And I thought of them earlier and I forgot. My snake pick. If we would have gone one more round, are you ready for who I would have picked the next
Yep.
2 rounds? Sam and Dean Winchester. They're just normal humans, and they know how to
That's
fight
true.
monsters.
but I
and
feel
kill
like they
things.
also get the crap kicked out of them a lot. So like
Adam, why are you so hung up on people getting the crap kicked out of them?
no,
all the
I'm
time?
saying it in
every
a
character
in a
gets
zombie apocalypse, if you get the crap kicked out of get the crap kicked out of you by a zombie, guess what? You're a zombie now.
Okay, so
Listen.
you're saying we need to find
They're not gonna
characters
do
that have
no
never been injured in combat.
No,
Do you know Eddie Murphy, Adam, your pick, the Medal of Honor recipient, was wounded in combat. So technically he's
In
a
his-
bad pick because he
in
got
his
wounded.
defense, he only ever got shot or blown up with explosives. Dean and Sam get beat up a lot. They get captured a lot. The problem is there's no
I
villain
think
doing
you're
evil
overthinking it, Adam.
monologues.
Adam,
Are
I
you
think you're
saying
ever watched Supernatural, Adam?
Yeah,
Like in your life? I don't
Yeah.
think you have.
100%.
Are you saying that at a 8 and a 9th round pick, you can get them both together? That's a bad pick.
Maybe
at an
not.
8th and a 9th
I'm just
round.
saying I don't think
That's what
that
I'm
they're the
saying.
most. The
So
best
I think
characters.
Adam's overthinking this a little bit. Oh, they get hurt. Everybody gets hurt. They get hurt in The Walking Dead. It happens. It's a zombie apocalypse.
Right,
Your
but
characters
you do-
can also get hurt.
but
We
you
already
do-
talked about
you
if
have
Captain
to-
Titus gets bit, that's a big zombie.
You have to admit though, Sam and Dean get captured and beat up a lot.
Yeah, not by zombies.
Exactly. They're
They
not
get
facing hordes of
beat-
zombies.
Yeah, they're facing literal gods.
Right, and the only
Like, they
reason why
literally-
they live is because they have to do some evil monologue. Don't get that with zombies.
No, the reason why Sam and Dean live when they face like God is plot armor. That's the only
Nope.
reason why they live.
Nope. The
But-
reason that Sam and Dean live is because of the fans. That's why. Otherwise, the show would have canceled after season 5.
Or plot armor.
AKA plot armor.
But-
That's what fan.
But again, all the characters have plot armor. Like the only characters that don't have plot armor are like the characters that we picked that are real people. The rest of them have plot armor
I'm just
because they
saying.
were written that way.
I feel like they'd probably be an okay 8 and 9 pick. I'm just saying I still don't think that they're the greatest.
I just think
You
you're
wanna
getting hung
know-
up. Like, if any one of our characters gets bit by a zombie, it's done.
Well, yeah.
They're over. Like, so it
Exactly.
doesn't matter if in the past in their movies or TV shows, oh, they got injured. Yeah,
I'm
guess
just
who else
saying
gets injured?
Sam
Me
and Dean.
walking down the road. Like,
I was just saying Sam and Dean tend to
Ew.
make reckless decisions.
Going back to the Resident
in
Evil.
Andrew's case, Sam and Dean wouldn't be in charge. So
Oh, absolutely not. They would geek out about everybody else in there. You're like, you're Bruce Wayne. You know?
they want me to talk for you, like,
Yeah.
or play you, like.
Going back to the Resident Evil thing, I think the reason why I didn't pick it, and I don't think too many people are going to get too upset with not picking them, It's because of our rule on superpowers. And I say that thinking of the fact that, yes, technically, like Joe Valentine and Chris Redfield and Leon are all just base humans. They're also anime characters. And if we're thinking that they don't have if you're thinking anime characters don't have superpowers, and you know what? You know who my new number one pick is? And this is how this is if we said that just humans in anime, I would take Yamcha or Krillin. I would probably take Krillin.
He's got superpowers, doesn't he?
No, technically they're just using chi. They're just humans. You see what I'm saying though? Like
Yeah.
if you pick too far
I
into
say
that,
chi is
if you
basically
pick-
magic. So
Right, if you use anime logistics for these people, for them, like the normal, like there's too many OP people that they're technically not super powered, but come on, like Krillin is super strong and stupid strong. Like there's not a single ordinary human stronger than him, type of a deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I get it. But yeah, this was a fun conversation.
This was good impromptu.
I feel like
I feel good about this.
yeah, I feel like I'm not as
I've-
satisfied with my list because I'm a thinker and I'd want to actually prepare. But I feel like my list is pretty good. But I feel
I
like I
feel
could have made
like-
it better.
If we
I just
had
feel
to
like
go
you
in a
failed
fight-
Teddy Roosevelt. Like,
Yeah.
Teddy Roosevelt fans are going to be like, Adam, you were the one telling everybody how awesome Teddy Roosevelt was. And then you didn't, and then you waited for your last pick to pick him.
last pick. But that's a shame on us because we also could have picked him, which would have been hilarious.
Yeah, like
but
I
we chose
love
not
Teddy
to.
Roosevelt. He's a cool person, historical figure. He's not my favorite. Like
I-
Adams. Adams like
At least
the president of the fan club.
I
That and the Scarlett Johansson fan club.
I want to look at this and think, which one of our team, if they all existed in the same zombie universe and had to fight against each other, whose would win? And honestly, Adam, I think if that was the case, I think your team's got it
don't know. Your
In a-
team's pretty.
in a fight.
The one thing I think we can all agree on: Andy's teams would get the floor wiped with him. Let's be honest.
Yeah, if our teams fought each other, my team is working for the future. We're trying to stop all this stuff. But we also need some people to kind of protect all the nerds. But, we're trying to,
I feel like
while
my
Doc is
list.
sitting there trying to build a time machine out of, like, a toilet seat. Like...
I was gonna say I feel like my list has some heavy hitters.
He's definitely has the biggest hitters, I think. But
Andy's is
Mine
definitely
just
like
depends on.
I don't know if it's the smartest, but it's definitely like the most forward, like looking to the future.
ours is the most fun. We're going to have the most fun.
Andrew,
No, you're not. Yours
yours
is gonna be awful. They're not gonna have
Andrew's
fun.
might be the best, but maybe not the most powerful. But Andrew's might be the best.
We are not going to win any direct assaults, but we will defend the crap out of our territory,
Right.
type of a deal. Like,
Yep.
good luck going up against a world where Tony Stark and Bruce Wayne are working together to build weapons and protect things from
Contingency plans
with Rambo and Hawkeye and Green Arrow and the Bride and Michonne. Like, good luck. We will be resourceful and scientific, but we're not gonna come and take out Captain Titus and the Predator. And
I mean, I'm sure Batman could figure out how to defeat Captain Titus.
he could after he learned more about him. But like, just saying, like,
Right. I'm also the only person who picked a non-human. So
It's true.
That's true. The only cheater. No, I'm just kidding. You didn't cheat.
we didn't
You
specify
cheat.
I
humans.
couldn't think of
We
like
just
an
said no
alien that didn't
superpowers.
have like super.
You could have done the alien. That would have been interesting. The alien versus
Is
zombies.
the aliens like a sentient, or is it
Technically-
more of like an animal?
Technically,
feel like
Captain
it's
Titus is
sentient-ish.
also an alien.
Yeah, he's not. He's
Technically.
based on human DNA, but he's not
It's not
fully
human.
human. He's literally got like 2 hearts and stuff. Like, yeah.
Could have picked a Wookiee, like Chewbacca. That would have been good.
You know what?
That would have been good.
Let's just make it. Let's just make it what it is. And if we said that Adam couldn't take the Predator, he would easily take Black Widow.
That's true. You know
Let's
it's
just
true,
call it.
Adam.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It did cross my mind just because
She would be a good pick.
she'd
She
be a
would
great
be a
pick.
good pick.
She'd be on
It's just the
like
fact-
par with like a Hawkeye type pick. She doesn't have the same bow and arrow skill, but she's got the same, survival and espionage
Yeah,
skills.
She might not count. Pretty sure in the comics she's got a little bit of superhuman abilities
Right, but
from the Red Brim.
I personally don't think Captain
he
America
wants-
counts as having superpowers. But that's just me.
Oh,
I mean, maybe not comic, but movie definitely has some superpower in him because he holds back a helicopter.
No, he's literally just taken to the peak of what a human form can be.
I still think that's not. He's a little bit more powerful than that in the movies.
no. Actually, so just looking it up, just to point this out, it says for Black Widow that she does not have any superhuman powers, but in an argument against Adam, but rather possesses peak human physical condition. Now, if we did the same thing with Captain America, you'll find, yes, he has powers derived from a super soldier serum. Now, if you wanted to talk about Captain America in the sense of Sam Wilson, who does not, but he also in the comic books does have superpowers, you could.
Right.
But I'm going to say, though, if I'm being honest, even though it's a little bit of a liability, I might take Steve Rogers as a later pick.
Like pre
Super Soldier Serum.
Like pick
Yeah, I
20,
might-
right? Like
Yeah. Like late, but I mean, he's got that
He's got
can-do attitude
asthma.
and nothing but time.
He's got. He's literally you'd be running from zombies and all of a sudden he stops. He's like
in the
No,
middle of
that's
World
wrong.
War
breathe.
II, when
That's
they needed
absolutely
people to
wrong.
fight, they told them, "Hey, we don't want you."
That's absolutely wrong. You
I
know
think
why?
that's the
Because
worst
he
pick,
wouldn't
Andrew.
stop. He wouldn't stop running. You know why? 'Cause
No,
he
he
could
wouldn't.
do
He would
this
run
all
till he
day.
was dead. He
He
would
could
run
do
till he
this
died.
all
He
day.
would
No,
run until
all
he
day.
died.
For like a
All
mile,
day.
and
He
then
could
he'd
do it all
die
day.
from.
Like Adam said, literally during World War II, they would take anybody. They would not take Steve Rogers. Like
All day. He would do it all day. Late pick.
he would.
Be a real late pick.
And his all day is about an hour, and then he'd have an asthma attack and die.
Yeah, probably. This
While
is-
he's
this
trying to
is
reach
good.
for his inhaler, he gets bitten by a zombie. And then they realize there's no meat on this guy. Let's leave him alone.
Unless we do Steve Rogers from the What If, where he's got the mech suit.
That's true.
Well, then I would just draft Tyrion in a mech suit. We're gonna do that. I would draft myself in a mech suit. Like if that was an option. Like,
I don't know if I would do that. You know, who actually would be another good choice if we could go aliens, and that would be
Optimus Prime.
I can't remember what the. No, well, yeah,
that would be great. That would be great.
Except
He
for
would
you
be
could say the
perfect.
transforming ability might be a superpower. Yeah, aliens is kind
That's
of
a
risky.
natural ability.
I think we let predators go because I don't know. if they have a superhero, if they technically have super strength, I would say. But no,
I think they're probably stronger than a normal human, but I don't know if you'd consider it super strong.
I don't know. Then you're trying
the
to
predator possess right, yeah.
Now you're
the
trying
predator possesses superhuman strength, but they're also not human. So maybe
right, and now
if
you're
we
like
said
getting in
no
a fuzzy
aliens.
of what qualifies as a
Right.
superpower.
Adam,
Because then you can make the
definitely picked a
argument that
character
like Dutch has a superpower because he's super strong. Like he's stronger
But
than.
that's peak.
But he's not superhuman strong. He's just really strong.
I'm just
And
saying.
it makes
Then
sense that the
Marcus
Predator
Phoenix is also
is-
super strong. Like you're getting into the murky area
Adam's
of what defines.
let's just agree. Adam definitely picked a character that is a gray. That's definitely a gray area.
We agreed
It's
on
okay.
it. It is
We told
allowed
him
to
it
be
was
picked.
okay.
We said that's okay.
It's definitely a gray area.
It's
Just like Captain
definitely a
Titus
gray
is
area.
definitely a gray area, but we
Your
gave it to
team-
him.
You are the gray team. That's your guys' name.
I don't.
It's like Daryl Dixon shows up and he's like, "All right, guys, who we got? Who is this guy? Also, who is that guy?" And then
I
Teddy
think Daryl
Roosevelt's
Dixon
over
would
in the
just.
corner.
I just think Daryl Dixon would shoot the predator on sight with his crossbow. He'd be like, "Oh crap!"
Oh no, Daryl Dixon's much too cool-headed for that.
Yeah, Daryl Dixon.
He seems pretty trigger happy.
Now,
at least
Tallahassee?
in the first season.
Tallahassee
he
would.
definitely-
He'd just
he's
start-
pulling and shooting.
He'd be like that meme where he has two guns. I just started blasting. Like,
It's just started blasted with Frank Reynolds.
yeah, he's
I'd
like,
take Frank Reynolds in a zombie apocalypse. Absolutely would not. Would not take Frank Reynolds in a zombie apocalypse.
That's what we could do some other time. Is characters we definitely wouldn't want.
No,
Want
'cause
with
that
us during
list
a survival.
the quickest to die team. I think my team's the most level-headed. I think your guys' teams might kill each other. Adam's
don't
team would definitely kill each other.
I don't think my team would kill each other. It just nothing would get done because it'd be a lot of chaos. Like I probably should have drafted a character to kind of like bring it all in. You know,
It's kind of
Just
Marcus
kinda,
Phoenix. It's kind of Marcus Phoenix.
maybe. It's like I need like a I don't know, like a Coach Boone from like Remember the Titans. Like come in here.
What you're saying is you
gotta
needed
go.
a Teddy Roosevelt, because I'm looking at Adam,
Maybe.
and that's the best shot they've
Maybe
got.
that's true. I should have done Teddy Roosevelt just to bring everybody together.
If Teddy Roosevelt can get Captain Titus and the Predator to keep from killing each other,
That's true.
we're golden.
He can get Doc
Yeah.
Brown to stay on task and not get. Because I guarantee you,
Yeah.
Doc Brown's got some kind of ADHD or ADD. Like it's.
well, and as soon as Dutch sees the Predator, that's exactly he's gonna bathe himself in mud and try to kill that thing.
That's true. It's like, guys, your fight is over. Like,
Come on,
you don't have to fight anymore.
do it. What are you
You
waiting
and
for?
Kill me! Come on, kill me!
You're welcome,
You're
everyone, for our awful Arnold Schwarzenegger
Awful
impressions.
Arnold Schwarzenegger impression.
Dude, did you guys
You're welcome,
know?
world.
This is random, and it's more of a local thing. So if there's anybody who's not local to where we live, so Zimmer Biomet, which is here in Arnold Schwarzenegger, is like a spokesperson for Zimmer Biomet now.
Oh, that's great.
Nice.
It's pretty cool, but also it's like that's real random.
Come
Like,
on. Buy some medical tools. Buy some hips.
exactly. But anyway, if for our viewers or whatever, leave a comment on whose team you liked the best, and tell us
we
why
should-
it's my team that you
No.
like the best.
To recap the teams for you, my team is Tony Stark, Bruce Wayne, Rambo, Hawkeye, Green Arrow, The Bride, and Michonne. Andy's team is Tallahassee, Mark Otney, John Wick, Marcus Phoenix, Trevor Bellamont, Dr. Emmett Brown, and Desmond D. Toss.
Desmond T. Doss. I think you got
Sorry,
that backwards.
yeah, Thank you, T. Doss. You're right. Adams is Daryl Dixon. Captain Titus.
No
Predator.
armor, Captain Titus.
No armor, Captain Titus. Base form. Predator, Dutch, E.J. Blaskowitz,
Something like that.
Guy from Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein. Audrey Murphy, and
Audie.
Sorry.
Audie.
Thank you, Audie Murphy, and President Teddy Roosevelt.
Heck yeah.
The president version.
The president version.
Who's still a bad man.
Who hosted
In a
fist
good
fights
way.
in the White House.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yay.
All
All
right.
right, my guys.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us. If you've lasted this long, we appreciate it. Please like, comment, subscribe, follow, all the good stuff. We
We always
appreciate.
like it when you last this long.
That's what she said. All right.
Way to
Well,
come on.
all right. Well, thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time, and we're out.